Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today we're reviewing a Marvel Legends. I don't review too many Marvel Legends these days, mostly just Spider-Man and Symbiote stuff. Not that Symbiote stuff isn't Spider-Man stuff, but Venom's kind of branched out to be his own dude these days. So today's review is over one of the figures from our recent haul video. Peter B. Parker. This is the Peter Parker from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse film, the one that was supposed to be kind of the 616. And it's from the stilt-man Build-A-Figure Wave. Alright. You know, at first, I'm going to show you guys the package and then tell you the story while I show you the package. At first, I kind of didn't want this guy when the wave was revealed. I was like, oh, he doesn't have a masked head, so I'll probably pass on it, because I like my spoders to have a masked head, But then I saw a lot of ACBA with him in it, and he looked really good in those photos, and then I saw him in hand at GameStop, and I was like, screw it, I want the stilt-man anyways. There are many other figures in the wave. I definitely want the other 3 Spider-Verse characters, and I have to have Frogman. If I could only pick one figure from this wave, it would be the Frogman. I'll probably just buy the hand ninja piece, like, individually on eBay, though. Because a bunch of people are army building the hand ninjas, so there's a bunch of those Build-A-Figure pieces available for sale individually. Which I'd rather... I don't feel the need for a hand ninja. I just don't. But yeah, let's get Peter here out of packaging. And here he is out of package. Peter B. Parker from the Hasbro Marvel Legends Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure Wave. And also the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse film. Probably the best Spider-Man film ever made. It's really good, guys. Oh, Big Boy Chungus and I saw it in theaters and we loved it. But yeah, so this figure is mostly just a Peter Parker figure with the Spider-Man shirt on underneath. He comes with several accessories, so I'm going to show you those real quick. Like, first up, you can clearly see the like soda cup. Neato. It's a soda cup. He also has the soda cup holding hand. Just a regular relaxed hand. You kind of got his unmasked head. Both his heads are unmasked heads, but this one's got kind of like some 5 o'clock shadow going on. Then you have his alternate head, which has the mask pulled up. I would have preferred a full masked head over this, but whatever. He also comes with 2 whipping hands, web shooting hands, whatever you want to call them, and also 2 fist hands, both gloved up. I kind of wish he came with more ungloved hands, because I want to display him with ungloved hands. But the thing is, I don't want to display him with this hand specifically. This hand's fine, but ungloved fist hands or something. Those would have been cool. I just feel like the ungloved hands look better with his whole thing, And of course, I got to show you the Build-A-Figure piece, the head of Stilt-Man. I like Stilt-Man. I think Stilt-Man's fun, so I'm excited to have a Stilt-Man. I've always wanted a Marvel Legends Stilt-Man. But yeah, that's it for the accessories. Let's push them to the side of the accessories pile I currently have going on. And now we're going to get into detail and paint. I mean, he's a pretty good looking figure. Looks right out of the movie. I liked the design in the movie with the 2 different shoes. Really showed, 1, how far he'd fallen. And also, 2, it showed how he kind of didn't belong in the universe he was in. Thought it was a good design choice. He's got like the sweatpants and the jacket to cover up his Spider-Man uniform, because he doesn't actually have any of his regular clothes from his dimension. Pretty cool, I guess you could slip the overcoat off, but he would still have the overcoat sleeves on the spider body. So I don't know, it'd probably look really bad. But the only thing that's really uniform is the Spider-Man shirt, the gloves if you use the interchangeable hands, and the pulled up mask if you use the interchangeable head. Speaking of the head, I think the head sculpt's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I think they did well on that. And I think he's painted up fine too. Let's get into some, you know what we're getting into here. Articulation. You've got like up and down on the head. He's real stiff. Up and down on the head. It goes pretty far. Side to side, a bit of a wobble, you know. In and out, forward and back on those arms. Rotation. Double elbow bend. This part of the elbow doesn't want to bend on either arm. You'll notice. I guess I just need to heat him up or something. The wrists rotate and go forward and back. You know, pretty standard. He's got kind of an interesting torso articulation. It's not a crunch. It's kind of more like what they have on the Lightning collection, you see. And there's also waist, but the waist isn't a crunch like the Lightning collection. It's weird. It's like a half and half. Pretty interesting. Forward and back on the legs, thigh swivel. You got, come on, let's do this. A double knee bend. There we go. The knee will actually do the double bend. And then you've got ankle articulation where the pants meet the leg here. And then up and down on the feet and an ankle pivot. Both feet actually do have the same articulation despite being different shoes. Just FYI. So yeah, that's it for the main things. Now we're going to slide him back. And you know what that means, everyone. It means it's time for size comparisons. Yes. That is what it's time for. And I'm going to compare him with some goodies. First up, my favorite Marvel Legend in my collection. The second version of the Marvel Legends Kane Scarlet Spider. I believe he's from the SPDR wave. He's very cool. Really love him. And then also Doc Ock. I don't have his tentacles on him right now because it makes him kind of difficult to display, but still. So I think he looks pretty good with them. You know, he's a little taller than Kane, which I actually didn't expect, but he's more of a slender frame, so he's a little taller, while Kane is a bit more beefy, even though they are the same person. Sort of. But yeah, you know, I think the sizing's fine. So what are my thoughts on the Hasbro Marvel Legends Stilt-man Build-A-Figure Wave Peter B. Parker from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? He's a cool little figure, you know? If you want a Peter B. Parker like this that can go full Spider-Man, I think there is a Mafex version that can be full Spider-Man, but he's also got interchangeable parts and removable clothing that you can make him this version of him in the film from. I think I would like this figure a lot more if it had just a full masked head. You know, if this had a full masked head, I'd probably like it just as much as I like any other Marvel Legend I have. And it's not a bad figure. It's not a bad figure at all, but I feel like if most people just want a Peter Parker, they'll kind of get that Peter Parker that has like the interchangeable head that's like half and half for Spider-Sense in the camera, kind of a real classic comic booky looking Peter Parker that Marvel Legends did recently, instead of this guy. The thing about this guy is there's no real reason to get him unless you love the movie, but why wouldn't you love the movie? It's pretty fantastic. So, yeah, not my favorite Marvel Legend, just because it's, like, so specific, and, you know, that can be fine, but at the same time, you know, I mean, it's not a bad figure, at all. Not at all. But it's just a very specific figure, so, you know, I guess that's just a really personal opinion. The whole video is, but still. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Our next action figure review will be over a Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure. and I will see you all then.